posted this card recently on our Facebook groups, and I've gotten so many compliments and comments on it and about it that I thought I would show you how I made it. I started with 3 3/4 inch by 5 inch multifarious cardstock. I cut a mat in asparagus green, size 4 by 5 1/4 inch. And I'm going to put all this on an A2 size card, which measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Opened, the card measures 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 inches, and it's scored down the center. For materials, I'm also going to be using Nellie's Choice mixed media plate. And here it is. It's almost the consistency of a regular gel plate, not quite that soft or squishy. And I'm going to be using it on this stamping block, and it will stick just fine. Then my inks are going to be Elements by Lavinia in Confetti, Olive, and Paprika. The stamps that I'm going to be using are Group Poppies by Lavinia number 112, and it's 3 stamps included in that set. And also Cardio, Say It With Flowers, put out a beautiful sheet of all sentiments. And on my card that I was showing you, I stamped, "There are always flowers for those who want to see them." On today's card, I'm going to stamp, "Some people, like flowers, give pleasure just by being there." It's a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. I'm going to be using liquid pearls in the color Onyx for the center of the puppies. I will have plenty of stamping blocks available for my stamps. A brayer is necessary, and at the end I'm going to use adhesive. I'm going to start with confetti, and I'm going to put some of that on my plate and spread it with the brayer. There we go. Then I'm going to take Puppy number 1, and I'm going to stamp it here. And what this is actually doing is removing some of the ink from the plate. The second one I'm stamping, I'm going to actually curve the stem a little, and we'll stamp that here. And then the last one, I will put in the middle. Like so. Now I'm going to invert this onto my multifarious cardstock. Push a little. And take this off. And what I have here is a shadow, so to speak. These could have been second generation stamped on another card if I was doing 2 at the same time. I'm just going to wipe this plate and set it aside. Okay. What I'm going to do now is a little different from the other card. From this card, I have the larger poppy on the left, and I stamped the larger poppy with the inks right onto this card, and put it on the right. So it just gives a really nice floral background. On this one, I'm going to try to do it so that it's a shadow. I'm going to use my Olive Elements ink and stamp the stem. It was a little too hard with that. I'm going to remove some of this ink so it doesn't get into places where I don't want it. There we go. All right. And then I'm taking paprika and I'm going to stamp the floral part. Actually, I'm going to stamp that off to the side like that. I'm purposely having this stamp go outside the oval a little bit, just to add a little more interest. Next, I'm going to take this second one, and I'm going to do the same type of thing. I just realized I should be turning this the other way, so at least it'll be a little bit of a mirror image, even though it's not exactly. And I don't want that piece to go past the oval. So I'm going to stamp it like that. Give it a moment for the ink to sink in. And there we go. I'll clean this off. And lastly, I'll take this one. This one's going to be a little trickier to ink, so I'm going to put green on the little bud there. And then it's going to be easier to just take it off than it is to avoid it. Actually, I'm going to take out my Nocturne ink. Isn't that pretty? Some people like flowers give pleasure just by being there. I know a lot of people like that. Use my eraser. I see I have a little bit of ink there from the green. Probably came off my fingers, which I'm always forever getting ink on and dirty. There we go. So all that's left right now, I'm not going to highlight anything with my white gel pen. What's left, I'm going to mount this, and then I'm going to put the black onyx onto the flowers. I love this glue. Bello's just got new shipment in of many different sizes. It's probably my most favorite glue ever. And This is the 2-ounce bottle. It's really easy to hold in your hands, but I always buy the bigger ones too because I keep refilling. This tip, this micro tip with the stainless steel pin in it to keep the glue from coming out is excellent because it gives you a really, really fine bead when you need it. It's important that you seal this too. Don't leave this pin out of it for too long or the glue will start to dry inside the tip. And if that happens, you're going to have to run it under some hot water and use the pin to unclog it. It is very easy, but just so you don't have to do that. This makes a beautiful note card. Look at that. I keep forgetting about the pearl. Liquid pearls. Patty has these in the Bello shop in all different colors. I dab off my project first just so I don't get any surprises like splats coming out. I have these in so many colors. I really like using them. And there's my finished card. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can visit us at delbellosdesigns.com for most of your crafting needs. And if you haven't already done so, please join our 2 Facebook groups, Del Bello's Designs Lounge and Del Bello's Designs a la carte. Thank you for joining us and have a great crafting day.